AMP cost fundamentally equivalent to $0.0041 a coin in a sort of significant manner. The present exchanged cost range, 0.0040, 0.0043. Sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. The earlier day close, 0.0042, which sort of is genuinely huge. The change basically was 0.0001, 2.38%, which certainly is very huge. Backwards rate, United States dollars to AMP, which generally is very huge. AMP value expectation for, in the not so distant future and month in a very huge manner. AMP cost expectation on Monday. Walk 13, cost $0.0040, lovely greatest 0.0043, for the most part least 0.0037, which by and large is very critical. AMP estimate on Tuesday, walk 14, cost $0.0040, truly greatest 0.0043, sort of least 0.0037. AMP cost expectation on Wednesday. Walk 15, cost $0.0037, for the most part greatest 0.0040, genuinely least 0.0034 amazingly. AMP figure on Thursday, walk 16, cost $0.0036 in every practical sense, most extreme 0.0039, genuinely least 0.0033, or so they in a real sense thought. AMP cost expectation on Friday, walk 17, cost $0.0035 in every way that really matters, greatest 0.0037, genuinely least 0.0033 in an unpretentious way. In multi-week AMP gauge on Monday, walk 20, cost $0.0035, most extreme 0.0037, by and large least 0.0033. AMP cost forecast on Tuesday, walk 21, cost $0.0035, really most extreme 0.0037, essentially least 0.0033. AMP figure on Wednesday, walk 22, cost $0.0034, truly greatest 0.0036, genuinely least 0.0032, which generally is very huge. AMP cost forecast on Thursday, walk 23, cost $0.0033, most certainly greatest 0.0035, sort of least 0.0031, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. AMP figure on Friday, walk 24, cost $0.0033, sort of most extreme 0.0035, fundamentally least 0.0031 in a sort of huge manner. In about 14 days AMP cost expectation on Monday, walk 27, cost $0.0033, most extreme 0.0035, sort of least 0.0031, or so they certainly thought. AMP estimate on Tuesday, walk 28, cost $0.0030, certainly most extreme 0.0032, certainly least 0.0028 in an in every way that really matters, enormous way. AMP cost forecast on Wednesday, walk 29, cost $0.0031, certainly most extreme 0.0033, truly least 0.0029 in a huge way. AMP figure on Thursday, walk 30, cost $0.0027 in every practical sense, most extreme 0.0029. Beautiful least 0.0025, or so they especially thought. AMP cost expectation on Friday, walk 31, cost $0.0025, fundamentally greatest 0.0027, genuinely least 0.0023, which especially shows that AMP figure on Wednesday, walk 22, cost $0.0034, especially most extreme 0.0036, beautiful least 0.0032. Which certainly is genuinely critical. In 3 weeks AMP estimate on Monday, April 3, cost $0.0028, fundamentally most extreme 0.0030, genuinely least 0.0026 in a sort of enormous manner. AMP cost expectation on Tuesday, April 4, cost $0.0032, most extreme 0.0034, essentially least 0.0030, which in every practical sense is very critical. AMP gauge on Wednesday, April 5, cost $0.0034 in every way that really matters, greatest 0.0036, especially least 0.0032, which certainly is very huge. AMP cost expectation on Thursday, April 6, cost $0.0036 in every way that really matters. Most extreme $0.0039. Genuinely least $0.0033, which especially is very huge. AMP conjecture on Friday, April 7, cost $0.0036. Lovely greatest $0.0039, fundamentally least $0.0033. So AMP estimate on Tuesday, walk 28, cost $0.0030, certainly most extreme $0.0032, really least $0.0028 in a very significant way. In about a month AMP cost expectation on Monday, April 10, cost $0.0036, kind of greatest $0.0039, least $0.0033, which especially is very huge. AMP gauge on Tuesday, April 11, cost $0.0037, genuinely greatest $0.0040, really least $0.0034 in an unpretentious way. United States dollars to AMP conversion scale truly equivalent to 246.91 coins per $1, or so they generally thought. Today's reach, 230.95 to 251.26. The past day's nearby, 239.23, showing that opposite rate. United States dollars to AMP, in spite of prevalent thinking, change for now plus 7.68, plus 3.21%, or so they basically thought. United States dollars to AMP cost estimate for, in the not-so-distant future and month, showing how AMP conjecture on Tuesday, walk 14, cost $0.0040, especially greatest $0.0043, exceptionally least $0.0037, which especially is very critical. Dollar to AMP conjecture on Monday, walk 13, cost 250.00 coins, truly greatest 270.27, by and large least 232.56 in an unpretentious manner. United States dollars to AMP expectation on Tuesday, walk 14, cost 250.00 coins, kind of most extreme 270.27, by and large least 232.56, exceptionally as opposed to prevalent thinking. Dollar to AMP conjecture on Wednesday, walk 15, cost 270.27 coins, especially most extreme 294.12, least 250.00, especially in spite of prevalent thinking. United States dollars to AMP expectation on Thursday, walk 16, cost 277.78 coins, fundamentally greatest 303.03 in every way that really matters, least 256.41, for the most part in opposition to mainstream thinking. Dollar to AMP estimate on Friday, walk 17, cost 285.71 coins, beautiful most extreme 303.03, least 270.27, which by and large is very critical. In multi-week United States dollars to AMP forecast on Monday, walk 20, cost